Joined by the pretty boy, Michael Zerafa, ahead of the big rematch upcoming next week, mate, against Jeff Horn. How you feeling, mate, at this stage of preparation?
I'm feeling good. Body's right. I'm just relaxing now. All the hard work's done. Mentally, physically, I'm in the best position I've ever been in, really. I know every fighter says that every camp, but I really have done everything I can in this camp, and I'm just on another level.
And talk me through your preparation to date. Obviously, would have rounded out proceedings up to this point. Last couple of weeks have been pretty hard sort of training camp. What sort of guys you've been sort of moving around with towards the back end of camp?
We've pushed it. We've gone another level, like I said. I've been moving around with Blake Caparello. We flew out a guy from New Zealand, Andre, who's tough as hell. Got some really good rounds out with him. And like I said, just every day in the gym, we're just growing, learning. And just building my strength on another level, my speed, my fitness. We've had other people join our team leading in and making sure everything's 100% right. We're feeling grouse. I'm mentally, like I said, I can't wait to get out there.
One thing that's been really sort of, I guess, refreshing and very interesting to see in this rematch and the lead up to it, we've seen a real sort of different side to me in regards to just a bit of that sort of. It's come across maybe a little bit annoyed at Jeff, a little bit, there's a lot of feeling in this rematch. So you've seen the lead up, you sort of a bit of trash talking and whatnot. Tell me a bit about how you've been feeling, and I guess specifically your thoughts towards Jeff in the rematch. And
look, it wasn't frustrating. Look, I just wanted the Australia to know what was really done behind the scenes. Like I said, we had our opportunity, it was denied. It is what it is. Like I said, we're not even worried about that. All I'm worried about now is Jeff Horn, December 18. That's all I care about, and getting that W. This is my career, and winning this fight sets me up for big and better things. So, all we've done the last 12 weeks is focus on this fight. Like I said, we're going to go out there and get that W.
And I guess, much has been documented about Jeff's performance in the first fight, and what we've heard at his camp is that, he wasn't as prepared as he could be. We've seen you sort of say that you don't make too much of that, you think it's all. Do you think that's just excuses, and do you think there is any scope for him to put in a better performance, or is he going to perform as well as you let him perform?
Look, we're prepared for the best Jeff Horn. Everyone we get in the ring with, we're prepared for the best fighter in front of us. Look, I believe he's got something to prove now, but like I said, skills pay the bills, and I generally believe, not in a bad way, I just believe he's not on my level. Things that we learn, that Team Labruna and the stuff we do inside the gym, other gyms around the world don't even do this. The best teams in the world don't even do this. And I just feel like, if it comes down to Glenn Rushton, what he's teaching and what Sam Labruna's teaching, we got the upper hand. And, mentally, like I said, I believe every day that I'm going to beat him. And I did the first fight. I believe this fight I'll do the same thing. And it's not overconfident. I believe in my ability.
And touched on Sam Labruna, your trainer. You guys seem like a really sort of obviously a close-knit team at Team Labruna, period, but more specifically you and Sam. You guys seem like you have a really sort of good working relationship and gel really well together.
He's the best in the business. Not just because there's a camera in front of me. He's in and outside the gym. He's the best. He's a mentor to not only me and all the other fighters. And we have a laugh. It's not always serious business. When it's time to work, we work, but we love having a laugh, a bit of banter. And like I said, he looks out for us, has our best interest, and we know that at heart. And I'm grateful to be in the team. I've been accepted by everybody, and it's the best decision I've ever made, making the transition to Team Labruna.
And no doubt, having that really strong team around you would have been a major benefit. I guess obviously we know the news of what happened early on in your training camp with the tragic loss of Dwight Ritchie. We've seen the boxing community and Team Labruna, who obviously you're based out of, really have sort of gotten behind you and really supported you through a difficult time. Tell me about the support you've got behind the scenes that has really helped you push forward and get this rematch.
It was tough. But we had a job to do. December 18, we obviously knew we had to fight Jeff Horn, but the love and support that I was shown from obviously Dwight's side of the family and just the general public was amazing. And helped me get through the tough time. Everyone was telling me to, not to give up and keep working towards that fight, and Dwight would want you to fight for it. So just keep pushing, and we decided as a team to be tough and just let's go out there and stick to the original plan and get the win. It put no holes in our training. It was a very tragic and sad day, but we found the strength to keep pushing on. And like I said, we'll go out there and fight in honour of Dwight on December 18.
On Australian Boxing Central, we've been flooded with messages in our inbox after you beat Jeff with, people so impressed with your performance and, the fact that you've really sort of come from nothing and you've beaten, at the time, the best fighter in the country, and obviously everything that's happened since. I guess the support that's flooded in for you, what's your message to the fans after, obviously, your first victory and everything sort of leading up to this much-anticipated rematch?
Like I said, just want to thank everybody, ever since day one, who's shown their love, support. Without all those guys that have done all that, I wouldn't be where I am today. It's little things that make me keep going, you know what I mean? And a few tough times, they've helped me get over it and get me through it. And without all these people, I wouldn't be here today. So I just want to thank everybody who continuously show their love and support.
And last but not least, message for Jeff. Only about a week out till fight night. What can he expect? We saw, obviously, you get sensational victory first time around. What's your message to Jeff this far out?
Just make sure you come well prepared this time and bring your ID, because last time you told me it wasn't you in the ring, so we need proof this time, mate.
Beautiful, mate. Well, promises to be a massive contest, biggest fight in Australia certainly, second time around this year. So can't wait to see you back in action, Mick, next week. And
appreciate it. Thanks heaps, man. I appreciate all the support.